Oh yeah, look at that fat gut.
Quiet.
That's a tarantula hawk wasp. Let me poke it with a stick.
Oh no, it's angry.
Oh no, he's angry. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Downhill Solutions. We're on our way up to get Troy and swing over and snag up Cody, and then we're gonna head over to Crossbed Way for Cody's second day of mountain biking. So you'll actually see this before you get to see his first day of mountain biking. But as you can see, I've got my downhill bike here, and Cody will be riding the Giant that I normally ride as a cross-country bike, and we'll take Troy mountain biking for his very first time, and he'll be on the old Fisher. So yeah, it'll be a good time. All right, so listen, there's a really nice family that lives right here, and they've got a bunch of dogs, so we don't want to bother them by pulling up too close. So we're gonna pull in right here, and then we won't bother the dogs. We can go jump on the trail. The trail is on city property, but we definitely want to be respectful of the folks that live right here, because they are really good people. So please bear that in mind. Don't pull all the way up to the trailhead and then jump out right there. When you got a bunch of people like we've got here, stop early. You can ride right up and you're right there. So all right, we'll catch you up in a little bit. Oh yeah, look at that fat gut. All right, so here we are on Crossbed Way again. It's Cody's second day of mountain biking. Technically, it's Troy's very first day of mountain biking, right, Troy? You've never mountain biked before? And Xander, have you mountain biked? Have you? So Xander's been through the ropes, but Troy and Cody are definitely beginners at this. Troy's excellent on a BMX bike and whatnot, but mountain biking is totally different. The bikes are quite a bit bigger. The geometry's different. The wheels are much larger than a BMX bike, so that's something else you got to get used to. But there's a couple key fundamental things that you can do to ride and be safe when you're riding and you're first learning, and that's body position and your position on the bike. So Sierra, what's the first big thing that we talk about as far as body position is concerned?
Keep your pedals level.
Yeah, you got to keep your pedals level. There's all kind of rocks on the trail, and if you've got your pedal down lower on one side than the other, you're going to clip those rocks, and it's going to try to push you up over the top of your bike. It's like a pendulum effect. So Cody, what's the second thing we talk about?
Keeping your rear end over the tire.
Keeping your rear end over the tire. You got to make sure that you keep your weight back over the rear end of the tire so you don't get catapulted over the front end. The last and most important thing to keep in mind is use both your brakes evenly and simultaneously. You want to be using your front and rear brake simultaneously together as you're coming down the trail to control your speed. Do not let yourself get going too fast, but you also have to maintain a little bit of speed just so you can keep the wheels turning over the tops of rocks and whatnot. So yeah, that's today's quick little mini lesson. You're going to hear me yell a lot. Keep your pedals level, keep the rear end over your rear tire, and use both your brakes. If you stick to those three things, you're going to be pretty safe out there on your bike. The other key thing to remember is always ride within your limit. It's ultimately, you want to make it home safe at the end of the day so you can come out tomorrow and ride again.
When me and my dad were riding on the Wormhole Trail, we got lost for half an hour.
You did? Yeah, that's a serious problem. There's actually been some people up there cutting trails here and there illegally, and that's why you can't be doing that, because you get folks confused and turned around. And Xander and his father went up there, and it sounds like they got lost for, what, a half hour, you said? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you guys, please don't be up there cutting trails here and there, because you end up getting folks lost. And the top of this mesa actually goes out for a couple miles to the north, and it's not city property out there, it's private property, but it would be very easy for somebody to get lost way out north here. And so yeah, please knock off cutting trails where you shouldn't be. All trails need to be approved through the city. All the trails that I'm showing you is stuff that I've helped build and design, and they were all pre-approved by the city. So don't be up there cutting your own trails. I know it sounds like fun, but you got to get the okay first, and you got to know what you're doing. Otherwise you damage a mountain real bad. All right, we're gonna go ahead and see if we can't make it to the end of this remembering the big 3 keys, which is keeping your pedals level, using your brakes together, and keeping your rear end over your rear tire. Keep that in mind and we'll make it down safe. All right, look everyone, we got a tarantula hawk wasp right here. We're gonna see how close we can get to it. Can you guys see it? I hope you can see it. Look at that. That bad boy right there has one of the most potent stings on the planet. Look at him. Here she is right here. I don't know if it's a male or a female. I bet this one's a male if it's smaller. Look at him. That has one of the worst stings on the planet. Yeah. That's a small one. Yeah, that's a tarantula hawk wasp. That's a tarantula hawk wasp. Let me poke it with a stick.
Oh no, it's angry.
Oh no, he's angry. Last time we left him, he was right here. Oh, here he is. Oh, there's a couple of them right here. Oh no, that's not one. That's a different type of parasitic wasp. But this one here is a tarantula hawk wasp. See him? Yeah, you don't want to bother these guys too much. For the most part, they're really gentle until you mess around with them too much. See, he's already acting like he's a little upset. So we'll back off from him here. That fit that bill. But yeah, those are almost all parasitic wasps. And they prey on spiders or scorpions, and they'll sting them and then lay their eggs in them. And then the eggs, the pupa will eat through the host as they go through life and then hatch out as adults later.
It's so crazy.
Isn't that wild? I love Mother Nature. Mother Nature's so awesome.
At my place, I'd see them flying around all the time, and I was always worried about being stung, but we never had any problems, so I was like, I'm just going to ignore them. They're
Yeah.
cool. I'm cool.
Yeah. If that's what you do, you're safe.
Yeah.
All right, hey everyone. So we just wrapped up our ride down Crossbed Way. So Troy, that was your first time mountain biking. What'd you think?
It was nice, fun.
Yeah, you had a good time?
Oh yeah.
It's easy, right? Like,
Yeah.
once you get the basic principles down, it's real easy. That was your second time, right, Cody? What'd you think?
Yeah, it was a blast. That was my first time on full suspension, so
Oh, that's right. Yeah. What did you think of full
it
suspension?
was nice. It was really comfortable.
Yeah.
You could definitely feel it didn't mess you as much.
That's sick, isn't it?
Yeah.
What'd you think, Xander?
It was pretty fun.
Yeah. Sierra, did you have fun?
Yeah.
Of course you did. All right. Stay tuned next time for whatever episode's coming next. If you enjoyed this one, go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button. We sure appreciate it. Hope everyone's well. We'll see y'all in the next go around.